People don't change jobs for money. They just don't. So understanding that it's the culture, it's the mission, it's the bigger picture buy-in is why they will leave a company. If you can't sell that, and when I use the word sell, I don't mean convince. I don't mean trick. I mean articulate your core values and your mission in a way that excites them. That's the sale. Sales is something we all do every day. What separates, and in my opinion, what separates and gives huge advantages to the founding entrepreneurs are the ones who are really good at that skill. Right. Because when you're building a company, unless you are completely self-funding it, and it is going to not require employees and culture, and you don't need to work with suppliers and vendors, then you don't need to really sell anything.
Right.
But most companies don't fall into that bucket. Most companies, you need to raise money at some point.
Yep.
You need to go sell your product or service. You need to convince people to join your team. And when you want to convince people to join your team, the one thing I learned with my recruiting agency, and this was the biggest lesson I learned in starting the recruiting agency. So I started a recruiting agency in 2008 because I had a payroll and HR company, and I started that in 08 as well. In the first 4 months, I was doing great, and then the Great Recession happened. And when that happened, companies really stopped hiring. And they stopped hiring for two reasons. Number one, the unemployment pool was excessively large. So going through a stack of resumes this big just was incredibly difficult. And two, no one was leaving jobs. If you had a job during 08, 09, and 10, for a while, everyone was so afraid that if I leave this job, what could happen, right? It was so hard to get a new one. So no one was leaving. So it was hard for me to start selling payroll services to these companies that were actually shrinking. And I realized that I could sell new clients, or I could help my clients grow. So I started a recruiting agency to vertically integrate it into iChecks at the time to really help my current customers expand their team. And what I learned is, and I thought, oh, this is going to be so easy. I want Kevin to come work for one of my clients' companies. Let's just pay him more money. That's not why people leave jobs.
Right.
It took me to that moment to learn until I had my own company to realize people don't change jobs for money. They just don't.
Yep.
So understanding that it's the culture, it's the mission, it's the bigger picture buy-in is why they will leave a company to go join your company. If you can't sell that, and when I use the word sell, I don't mean convince. I don't mean trick. I mean articulate your core values and your mission in a way that excites them.
Yeah.
That's the sale. It's not a transactional sale. I don't do transactional sales. I'm not someone who's going to knock on doors and say, hey, this is Jeff. Do you want to buy this, this gadget? And then once you say yes, I never see you again.
Right.
I don't do that. I do relationship-based selling, which means when you buy something or do something with me, it's forever. Mm-hmm. And my plan is to come back to you again and again and again. And the way I'm able to do that is I identify what are the problems that you have and what solutions can I offer you that are going to improve your life, improve your company, and provide enough value where you don't feel like you bought anything from me. You think I gave you value.
Yep.
If I do that, I'm successful. And that's what I try to do with my culture here is I try to bring people in and say, come join because you get to be an entrepreneur with me.
Yeah.
You get to build your department as you see fit. You get to fail as many times as you want as long as you don't fail on the same thing twice. Failure is great. Let's fail our way to success. What I don't like is when we make the same mistakes over and over because we're not learning. But let's find all the ways that don't work until we find the ones that do. I create an atmosphere that is based off my core values and I'm clear on them, which means if you come work with me, you understand my core values and the company's core values. At all my companies, the first two rules are make friends and have fun.
Right.
That's it.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. If you like content like this, go to the description below. The full video should be there. And do not forget to like and subscribe. 97% of the people that watch this channel are unsubscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. It does a lot for the channel and it gives you more content like this. Have a good one.